Hello and welcome to Film Companion South. This week we are going to be talking about action directed by Sundar C and starring Vishal and Tamannaah. In this film, Vishal plays an army colonel named Subhash, and at the very beginning there's a scene where a bomb goes off. Near the very beginning there's a scene. A bomb goes off and somebody tells Vishal, "Ippo kada vera mari pogudhu." That's something that could be said about the film itself, because I kind of thought this is going to be one of those movies where the single guy says, "I'm going to take revenge on the villain because you've done all these wrong things to my family." But then, Kada Vera Mari Pogudhu. Instead of making a mass movie, which is what our typical action movies are, this is more like the Mission Impossible movies. There's a lot of globetrotting, the family sentiments are kept to a minimum, and even when a tragedy happens to Vishal, he sheds a few tears at the beginning, but then he's clean in that Tom Cruise zone where it's just about the mission because I'm an army colonel and I am all about the mission. Now, this is not something you expect in a typical action mainstream Tamil movie, because the only real audience compromise is the really bad comedy. Yogi Babu has a little bit where he comes as a hacker named Jack, but even this is not too bad. The main problem is the Shara track, which is so tonally off from the rest of the movie that a major bank heist kind of sequence comes off looking like something from Komali. Otherwise, even the song breaks are cut with the story moving forward. They don't bring the story to a screeching halt, and Vishal does not have a song to himself. Even the songs that he is in are imagined by other people, so the character remains consistent. Now for what the title promises, action. I knew something was different right from the beginning, and all the action set pieces have been shot and edited and choreographed really interestingly, and even the generic ones like the motorbike chases or the foot chases have been done in a really classy way. For this you have to credit the cinematographer Dudley, the editor N.B. Srikanth, the action choreographer, and especially the location scouts who made sure that everything takes place in some really interesting eye-popping terrain. So the basics of the action movie are covered pretty well, which is pace, tension, good production values, and small twists around the corners so that we are not stuck with just one action set piece after another, but there are little reveals along the way. Now, there are going to be people who say things like, "We've seen all of this in the Mission Impossible movie, so why do we need to see it all over again in Tamil cinema?" But there are two things here. One is, it's very different to say, let's try to make this kind of film, and to actually making that kind of film fairly well. That's one thing. That's not as easy as it looks. And secondly, I like the fact that this is a cold movie. It's basically about mission without getting too much family and other kinds of things along the way. Tamannaah acts as Vishal's colleague, so she's not just randomly around. There's a reason for her to be there, though of course we have a love angle. It's not too pressed upon, so it's okay. And Aishwarya Lekshmi makes her debut in Tamil in a role that promises to be one of those Lucifer roles, but thankfully isn't. So for a general Tamil audience, I think this is a very interesting change of pace, because after Irumbuthire, Vishal is locked in on a very Hollywood kind of script structure and ensured that the product has come out well. So that's it for action. The full review is up on the Film Companion website. If you like this video, do subscribe to Film Companion South, and see you soon at the movies.